What happens when a little brother's curiosity and unanswered questions push an entire family into crisis? This true story shows how a parent's silence can be their biggest mistake and how a secret behind a closed door changed everyone's lives. The Okafor family's home in a busy neighborhood of Abuja was often filled with noise. The children, 14-year-old Adaeze and her younger brother, 12-year-old Chika, were often left alone. Their father was a taxi driver who worked late, and their mother was a hospital nurse with night shifts. Most days, the house was empty, and they only spent a few minutes together for dinner in the evenings. That night, everything was normal, as always. Until Chika went to his parents' room to get his notebook. The door was ajar, and he saw something that shook him to his core. He gently closed the door, but his heart was pounding. A few hours later, he sat anxiously on his bed in his room. Adaeze, noticing her brother's state, asked, "Chika, what's wrong? Why are you so quiet?" "Adaeze, I saw something tonight. In Mom and Dad's room. I don't know what it was. I mean, was that normal?" Adaeze was stunned. She herself had never gotten a proper explanation from their parents. She tried to downplay it. Forget it. It probably wasn't anything important. But Chika's curious gaze wouldn't let go. The next day, at the breakfast table, Chika decided to ask. With a trembling voice, he said, "Mom, last night But his mother, in a hurry to get to work, cut him off. "Not now, son. I'm late," and she left. The only opportunity for an answer was lost. On the way to school, Chika muttered, "No one will answer me. So I'll find out myself." Adaeze grew worried. She knew Chika's curiosity wouldn't stop, and he might get into something dangerous. Chika talked to one of his friends about what he had seen. His friend laughed and said, "If you want to find out, come over to my place one day. I have some videos that will show you everything." Chika excitedly agreed. But he didn't know this small decision would lead to the biggest crisis of his life. Chika became quieter day by day. His gaze was distant, his mind preoccupied. Adaeze wanted to comfort him, but she also had a strange feeling herself. One evening, while their mother was cooking, Adaeze sat down quietly next to her brother and said, "Is your mind still racing?" "Yeah. Why won't anyone tell me? Maybe it's not time yet." "If it's not time, then why did I see it?" That night, Adaeze took her mother's phone and searched online. She found things that confused her even more. The next day, she told Chika everything. The next day, Chika went to his friend's house. His friend showed him videos he could have never imagined. His heart pounded, his hands were sweaty, but he couldn't take his eyes off the screen. Chika laughed, but a fear settled inside him. When he returned home, his behavior had changed. Adaeze, who was always close to her brother, felt he was hiding something. That night, he quietly entered Adaeze's room. "Adaeze, today, I saw something. I can't get it out of my head." "Well, what exactly did you see?" Chika described everything in detail. Adaeze got angry at first. "What did you do? Don't you think we're going too far?" "If Mom finds out..." "No, we're just learning." Adaeze fell silent. A strange curiosity ignited within her. She had never gotten answers to her own questions either. Slowly, this learning turned into an obsession. Chika couldn't sleep until he found something new, and Adayeze stayed by his side to keep him company. From that day on, their shared secret was formed. Every night after dinner, they would whisper, laugh, and even argue. But the further they went, the more serious and misleading the images and information they found became. Weeks passed. Their grades dropped. Even their father noticed the change in their behavior. Why have these kids changed so much? They're always distracted. One day, their mother came home early. She heard suspicious laughter from the room. She opened the door quietly. "What are you watching?" "Nothing, Mom, just a game." A sense of dread washed over their mother. That same week, Adayeze found a notebook and started writing down the things they were seeing. This notebook became their book of secrets. A few days later, the mother was tidying the room. She saw the notebook. She flipped through it. Her breath caught in her throat. Things were written in it that showed the children had gone too far. The mother told the father with concern, "This isn't a joke anymore. We have to talk to them." But the father shook his head. "We shouldn't be putting these things in their heads. I'm afraid they'll get worse." This disagreement caused a few more days to pass without anyone talking to the children, and this silence only made them more dependent on their secret. One rainy afternoon, the house was quiet. Adayeze and Chika were in their room again. There, they didn't have to pretend. They didn't have to be ashamed of their curiosities. They played the role of the parents they didn't have for each other. At night, when silence filled the house, they would talk for hours about their fears, their questions, the changes they were feeling. They secretly flipped through biology books, hoping to understand the mystery of their existence from the dry, lifeless diagrams. Adeze would talk about what she read online, and Chika about what the kids at school said. They had become each other's only source of information. This dependency grew deeper and more complex day by day. They lived in a two-person bubble that their parents' neglect had built around them. And one afternoon, while searching the internet and watching content, they made a decision out of curiosity and crossed a line that should never have been crossed. In that very moment, it happened. Suddenly, the sound of the front door. Their mother had returned early from her shift. "Chika! Adayeze! I'm home!" Adayeze hid the phone behind a pillow, but the video sound hadn't stopped. The mother entered and picked up the phone. The screen was still on. "What is this?" Chika's face went pale. Adayeze lowered her head. We just wanted to understand." The mother was shocked and angry. She turned off the phone. "Both of you, go to the living room. Right now." Their father arrived and shouted, "What kind of upbringing is this?" Their mother cried, "If we had talked to them from the beginning, this wouldn't have happened." The father yelled, "What does a 12-year-old need to know about these things?" The argument escalated. The children covered their ears behind the door. The house was filled with tension. The neighbors heard the fight. The mother became even more ashamed. That night, she decided to talk to the school principal to find a counselor for the children. But the father disagreed. "This is shameful. Why does everyone have to know? If we hide it, it will be worse tomorrow." That night, no one slept peacefully. Adayeze stared at the ceiling until morning. She felt like everything was ruined: her relationship with her parents, the peace of their home, even her relationship with her brother. A week later, at the school counseling session, the mother kept her promise. She spoke with the school counselor and arranged a family session for Adaeze and Chika. At first, the father didn't want to come, but he eventually agreed. The counseling room was calm and welcoming. The counselor smiled and said, "This is a safe place. Whatever you say is to help you, not to judge you." Chika began to speak hesitantly. He talked about the scene he had seen, his fear, and how no one answered him. Adaeze also confessed how she became curious herself and joined her brother on this path. The father was silent, but his eyes filled with tears. When it was his turn, he said, "I thought silence would protect you. But now I see that silence just left you alone." The mother held the children's hands. "From today, we promise to never leave a question unanswered. Whatever is on your mind, come and ask, even if it's hard." Chika calmed down. Adaeze smiled. For the first time, they felt their parents were willing to listen, not just judge. A few days later, at the Okafor home, the atmosphere had changed. Dinner became a family affair again. The father made more time for the kids. The mother would watch movies with them after work and talk about different topics. One night, when a question popped into Chika's mind again, he went to his mother's room and asked. The mother answered calmly. This time, there was no shouting or punishment, just conversation. The secret behind the closed door was over, but its lesson remained forever. Silence is not a shield. Conversation is the only way to protect children. Parents, teachers, and adults must learn that listening is more important than staying silent. What do you think? When do you believe is the best time to talk to kids about this? Write it in the comments and share your experience with others. If you found this story insightful, be sure to subscribe to the channel and send this video to your friends. Perhaps this very video could save a family from a crisis.